Attention teachers! Are you struggling to make your classrooms more efficient? Are your students constantly raising their hands for no reason? Are you ready to throw yourself through a window after only the second day of school? You are not alone! Introducing the Paul Randall CTE Block 1 class, taught by none other than Paul Randall. Here are just a few of the things you'll learn about in the PRCTEBOC. Praise prompt leave. Say see do. Effective classroom management. What kind of car they drove in that movie, The Green Hornet. Effective ice-breaking techniques. How to deal with Larry. How to mean business. What animal are you in the zoo? Intended for mature audiences only. And many more.
Are you still not convinced that the PRCTEBOC is the right class for you? Take a listen to this recent graduate from the class. I think you'll find him to be extremely intelligent and rather attractive. I can still remember two very specific instances where the things I learned in the PRCTEBOC class had a huge impact on the way I taught. The first one was with praise prompt leave, and I had a student named Esmeralda who was a classic helpless hand raiser, and when I learned about praise prompt leave, she immediately came to mind, and I was really excited to find out how it would work on her. And shortly after learning about it, we were doing a lesson in class on Photoshop that has a lot of guided practice, and within seconds after starting that guided practice, Esmeralda's hand was straight up in the air, and she was ready for my help. So I came over, and I thought, boy, here we go. This is it. Let's see if this is going to work. And came up and said, Esmeralda, it looks like you've doing great so far. I like you've accomplished these steps well. Here's what I want you to do right now, and you should be good to go. And I walked away, and I thought for sure she'd start yelling for me and need me to come back right away. I was surprised when she did not, and she finished the project, the rest of that project, without any more of my help. I was even more surprised when the very next day Esmeralda's hand came up, and by the time I could get to her to try praise prompt leave again, she said, never mind, I already figured it out. Praise prompt leave in combination with visual instruction plans has had a huge impact on my classroom and made so many of the little things that I try to teach them very, very easy. The second one was with a student named Bianca, and with Say See Do teaching. Bianca was a student that just never really could put the two and two together of what I was trying to tell her about and what I wanted her to do with the camera. And I remember teaching her about shutter speeds one time, and I could just tell from her expression that she had no idea what we were talking about. And I had been talking for about 10 minutes, and I said, you know what, let's stop. Let's grab our cameras and let's do what we've been talking about. So I put a camera in Bianca's hands, and I said, set your shutter speed to 1 over 10, and spin around in a circle and see what it looks like. Now change it to 1 over 30, and then 1 over 60, and so on and so forth. We took about 6 or 7 different photos, and she just instantly, it just came together for her. And I could literally see the expression on her face change from one of being completely and totally lost to one of actually understanding what we were talking about and being able to figure out what she was supposed to do with the camera and how it worked. And I don't want to sound like a big wuss or anything like that, but it was actually a really neat experience for me to see my students learning better because I was teaching better. Wow, was that guy super intelligent or what? I'm sure you're ready to order right now. Here's how to do it.
The PRCTEBOC is available right now for a limited time only. Spaces are limited, so call now. That's 1-800-CTE-ROCKS. That's 1-800-CTE-ROCKS. Again, 1-800-CTE-ROCKS. As an added bonus, order in the next 45 minutes and Paul Randall will personally call you and talk to you about cars for 8 hours. Order today.